Thomson Reuters to cut 3,200 jobs in next 2 years. Thomson Reuters said Tuesday that it will cut its workforce by 12% in the next 2 years, axing 3,200 jobs, as part of a plan to streamline the business and reduce costs. The news and information provider, which completed the sale of a 55% stake in its financial and risk unit to private equity firm Blackstone, announced the cuts during an investor day in Toronto, in which it outlined its future strategy and growth plans. The company, which is focusing on its legal and tax businesses following the Blackstone deal, declined to say where the job cuts were being made. However, Co-Chief Operating Officer Nick Masterson told investors that staff had already been informed about 90% of the planned cuts. Shares in Thomson Reuters rose 3.7% on Tuesday, hitting an all-time high. The company also aims to grow annual sales by 3.5% to 4.5% by 2020, excluding the impact of any acquisitions. Chief Executive Officer Jim Smith said it plans to cross-sell more products to existing customers and to attract new customers. The company will also cut the number of products it sells, he said. "We're going to simplify the company in every way that we can, working on sales effectiveness and on ways to make it easier both for our customers to do business with us and for our frontline troops to navigate inside the organization," he said. As part of the streamlining, the company said it planned to reduce the number of offices around the world by 30% to 133 locations by 2020. Following the Blackstone deal, about 43% of Thomson Reuters' revenues come from its legal business, with 23% of sales coming from corporate clients and 15% of sales coming from its tax business. Reuters News accounts for only 6% of sales, but Smith said it remained a key part of the business under Michael Friedenberg, who joined the company on Monday as president of its news and media operations. "We believe he can make Reuters News an even greater part of our growth story going forward," Smith said. Thomson Reuters set a target to reduce its capital expenditure to between 7% and 8% of revenue in 2020 from 10% currently. The company has set aside $2 billion of the $17 billion proceeds from the Blackstone deal to make purchases to help grow its legal and tax businesses. Shares in Thomson Reuters have risen by 40% since May, benefiting from the company buying back $10 billion worth of shares.